food. The benefits of raw food. Why?
Okay. Raw foods, raw food, raw is a funny term. If we say real, live, it's really real food. Anything other than raw, as you're calling it, is denatured. Why are we saying that? Because you have we have a cooking pot. The cooking pot is the earth. We have water, it's the rain. We have the fire, the sun. We have the wind to pollinate and to, even oxygenate, fuel the fire. We have the wind. So we have those 4 elements. Those are the handmaidens of God, if you want to know, or nature, whatever term we need. So they really prepare the food in the growth process. When you see ripe is a very powerful word, ripe. Yeah? I mean, in Jamaica, everybody wants to eat things before they're ripe and force them to ripen. So
Force ripe.
It.
Yes.
But ripe is a powerful, ripe means the Creator is saying, now, my child, eat it now. It has all the nourishment and nutrition in it for you right now. So ripe is also fully cooked. We take the ackee. I used to use the ackee as a brilliant example of this, because in Jamaica we have the ackee on the tree, and it starts off with a greenish hue. And as it's spinning and, the sun and everything and nature is going through its process, it takes on a yellowish hue. And by the time it gets round now, you start seeing the red and, coming in, the orange and the red coming in. And then you get, boop, it will open. And everybody will tell you, don't eat ackee unless it's popped open because it's poison you. Yeah, it may do, because that's God's cooking gas hasn't been released. You see, once it goes pop and God's cooking gas is released, now it's fine, it's safe. But that's showing you the cooking process, and the colours changing, and then it reaches to that point where it pops open. Now we take that down and we just wash that and we cut it up, and I used to eat that every day in Jamaica, nearly every day, raw. People cook it and so forth. Yeah, but back to the point is that between the fruits, the nuts, the seeds, vegetables, all uncooked, you got a full lifestyle there. Full lifestyle. There's a wide variable of fruits, nuts, seeds, and vegetables. Once you eat them in their raw state or their uncooked natural state, you're getting the highest level of nutrition. That's medicine. When we talk about food is medicine, medicine is food. This is the ancient Hotep premise, ancient African premise, which the Greeks stole from there. So once you're working on that premise there, it's only raw food. Yeah, people seek to balance their pH levels. Yeah, I'll tell you a little secret here, but pH level, unless you are predominantly raw foodish, you'll never balance your pH levels. Yeah, people fuss and go all over the place with this, but the stories relating to uncooked food is untold. It's untold. One of the things when you heat up any material, heating and then cooling, heating and cooling, you have a thing called thermal fatigue. That's what we do when we eat cooked food. Heat, cold. The body, that's what we do to the body. Heat, cold, heat, cold. You see? There was something else I was going to say. It slipped me right now. But basically, on a nutritional level, my personal experience, when I was in my 20s or mid-20s, I used to experience this pain in the chest every time I ran on the treadmill and so forth. But too young to just really to think any condition, I just carry on. You know how we do, stubborn and just crack on. Later on, I also acquired a back problem. I know how I acquired that. Quite a vicious back problem through just manhandling my body. And when I embraced the raw foods, within 6 weeks, within 6 weeks of 100% live food. I mean, I was making my own cereals, I was everything, 100% live food. And within 6 weeks, I would run on the treadmill and no more pain, no more congestion, no more time. It's never come back. This is going on 10 years now. Never come back. And in study, I realized that the nitrogen number one, I mean, there's so many different components working there, but nitrogen number one in the green leafy vegetable, because that's what I ate a lot of, and I to this day, there's nothing else I eat in a meal. There has to be green leafy vegetables in that meal, and a lot of them too, because green leafy vegetables I refer to them as the messengers of God, because they come to deliver an array of nutrients into the body, just them alone, and you got so many other nutrients and vegetables out there. Okay, so that's one benefit.
So give me the examples of green leafy vegetables.
Green leafy, spinach, kale,
Broccoli?
Broccoli comes under a different family, but it's brilliant. It is very good for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, you know, spinach, kale, rocket, watercress. You know, there's a lot of them.
Lettuce?
Lettuce doesn't really make, because it's got a little, it's brilliant. It has a strong water base.
Yes.
You know, we should be looking at water-based foods first. Moisture. In Jamaica, we start with a coconut that's right up high. That's the first thing in the morning. You drink that. It's full of nutrients. It flushes your system. Sometimes we eat too early as well. A lot of us eat too early, you know, but that's a whole other story. The nutrients. I was going to say...
The leaves.
We spoke about the leaves. I was going to talk about my back here. Basically,
yeah.
About my back. Within a few months... Yeah, I couldn't give you a specific time, but within a few months, I no longer used to experience this back pain. I'm saying I had chronic. Anybody knows me, chronic back pain. You know, like I said, I've been driving. I had to stop the car and lay down. I've been walking to the gym once. I sneezed, and I collapsed. It was like paralyzed for a couple of seconds or a minute, whatever. Just finished. I had to wait, pull myself back up, and turn around. There's nothing about no gym. Going home and lay down on the bed for literally 2 days. Then I went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Oh, we should give you something for the sneeze." Okay, you know. So with the sneeze, I've got back's falling apart, but he's giving me something for the sneeze. So anyway, I went to most chiropractors in the area I was living. You know, even in Birmingham, I went to chiropractors. You know, and yeah, nothing could really be done. But going into the raw food, I realized that the live food medicine restructured my whole body and grew back my cartilage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's a lot of benefits in...
Loads of benefits. You know, real food. Food is medicine. Medicine is
but
food.
when you say raw food to most people, they say raw food, oh my God, no taste.
Yeah, I mean, ridiculous. I mean, I always big up these companies. I'm going to big them up again. It's a shop called Me Hungry in Jamaica. Yeah. If you ever, it's called Me Hungry Wholesome Food. That's what the full name is. If you ever eat there, it's just raw, strictly raw. They got no flour, no water, no fire, no sugar, no salt. They got that on their menu board. Now, if you ever eat there, I mean, I always refer to this when this subject comes up, because I just eat there and the question's answered. That question's answered because what they do with what you're calling raw food, it makes cooked food look like you want to...
Yeah, but that's in Jamaica. What am I going to do if I'm in Hackney or Tottenham or in London? What am I going to do then?
Fine. Get your cayenne pepper, get your turmeric powder, get your parsley and your seasonings, and your lemon, and get to work. Use your soul, put your love, put your life in there. Do you understand? It's not that hard. Start experimenting. Get the plantain, slice up the plantain and sprinkle some lemon. Grate down the tomato, grate onion. Experiment. And then sprinkle with your turmeric and your cayenne pepper and spin that around. You finish, you got curry plantain. You wouldn't believe it looked like it's cooked. Just plantain alone. And you can do that with many other things. You know, so it's about, we've in a lot of areas in life, we've allowed our creativity to be stunted. Because fast food and canned this and fast this and all kinds of convenient methods to take us away from using the hot natural self.
Okay.